Now I'll request Absa Komal Saiba. She will speak about the narratives, and I'm sure she is quite experienced, and now I belong to their family also. The media has, and the way Pakistani media has played their role, especially in Marke-Haq, it's commendable, and people like her and the media persons, social media persons, and our youth has played a tremendous role in making this new Pakistan. We often speak about this Pakistan, that this is a new Pakistan, which is in a delivering mode. So this is a national effort. This is a reflection of a national effort. And in that, the media has played a key role. And I was just talking to Komal before, once we were sitting there, I said that you have performed very well. Our media has performed very well. But Alhamdulillah, we have been supported by the jokers of Indian media also. Now they have lost their credibility. And that was kind of a catalyst. Thank you very much, Komal, for being here. And its floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Jana Saab. Thank you, Sanober Institution, for inviting me. Thank you, Ambassador Azaz. Aapka bhi bahut shukriya. And, I was very intrigued by the title of this conference, also World Disorder and Pakistan. दूरअंदेशी ज़रूर है आपकी, because recent diplomatic developments and escalation happened after that. This conference was announced way before that. So, yes, I will speak about the role of media. Now, everybody agrees that the world peace is under threat more than ever. And I think our discussion, discourse, and communication needs to evolve with it. Pakistan obviously is also very, very vulnerable considering our vulnerable economy. And the Pakistani media, which was also, as Jalal Saab, you were saying, and I consider you as, you know about the media probably as much as we do. You've been participating on our shows, especially in last 1 year. So I think we need to entirely change our approach towards things. Because unfortunately, a few years ago, the discussions were evolving, and we were talking more about civil liberties, gender rights in the world. The discussions were around democracies, how to strengthen democracies, how to value human life more, as well as, most importantly, climate change. But things changed suddenly in last few years. And now, unfortunately, we are talking about, is US going to send a nuclear bomb to another country? The discussions are very violent now, and I think there's a lot of psychological pressure on people across the world, as well as countries like Pakistan in the region. So yes, there was a lot of work done for the discussions and the realities of the world that will be discussed in the past. Like, we trained our journalists how to cover climate change, how to cover these whatever was happening, the flooding and everything. So there was a lot of investment done in that. There were workshops being conducted. Even international institutions, investing in that. But now we have entirely different challenges, because these global leaders, the kind of statements they give, the kind of narrative, the hateful narrative that is being built, people are more insecure than ever. And this one statement that comes up, and it affects the fuel prices across world, it affects the global economies. So how the media can translate that for Pakistan's local audiences is a big, big challenge that we are discussing in the newsrooms right now. So yes, in Pakistan, obviously, when we are communicating and broadcasting, we keep a few things in mind. That is one, the literacy rate and how we communicate with our people. मैं ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं कह रही कि हमारे लोग जानते नहीं हैं. I think Pakistani people are very, very aware, very politically aware, but there's one thing that we unfortunately did not work on, is critical thinking. So now, yes, we have social media where all Pakistan's youth is representing the country. They're acting as Pakistan's ambassadors. They're building a image about Pakistan, which is very, very important for the future. Like in the previous roundtable, there was a discussion around bringing in investment and investor confidence and all of that. But also they need to be close to the reality. So when we talk about the younger journalists, I'm sure there must be some aspiring journalists in this room. I think they will have to equip themselves with the kind of knowledge that you can share with the Pakistani people, and do more of in a way, a responsible journalism. And I also talk about the need of awareness programs in Pakistan. There are many issues that are untouched now. We don't talk much about population control. You don't see those kind of, when we were younger. I'm not Gen Z, but a millennial. But even when we were younger, there were a lot of awareness campaigns on Pakistani media regarding population control and how it can affect you, how it can help you planning a family, raise a better family, you know. So that is, I think these are all the common people related issues that we don't see the media covering now, and we need to definitely work on that. As well as another problem that has been a discussion, yes, Pakistani state really appreciated Pakistani media's role during the India-Pakistan war. But that, as General Saab said, I think the Indian media did a big favor to us because they made us look more civilized and decent. So yes, but it doesn't mean that we do not we do not need to work more on how we tell the stories. Actually, we do not have a futuristic approach. We keep on saying that we have a population of young people. We are very happy about it, but we do not give them a way, future way ahead, and that I think is a problem. We have been very pessimistic. Yes, there are some realities involved, but we need to have more of a futuristic approach if we are kind of thinking of these young people as our audience. Unfortunately, a lot of people have stopped watching electronic media. I work on TV. Very few people read newspapers anymore. I think it's a digital era. Most of our colleagues who have made it to digital, people like to listen to them more. So yes, there is a responsibility on those associated with the digital media, and they do not come under a framework that we have in our newsrooms, that there's an editor's role and things go through a process before airing it. But yes, the mainstream TV media needs to work on their credibility. Once your local audiences, they trust you, then you can build a narrative for the global audiences and the world. And Pakistan has been very lucky with these recent diplomatic developments that the perception about Pakistan changed. This is first time in my lifetime I've seen the international media calling Pakistan a peacemaker and discussing Pakistan's very important role as a country that is very sincere and doing all the possible efforts to bring in a peace in the region. And definitely we were as affected. So, so yes, we need to change the perceptions about this. Happened naturally for us. The media did not play a role. The diplomacy, yes, the diplomatic efforts, but there was years and years of lobbying of international Indian media, lobbies and Indian media abroad, which changed Pakistani perceptions and reduced Pakistani people to merely extremists. This is what we were called internationally. That's how we were looked at. So yes, these things naturally have changed Pakistan's perception and how the Pakistani state and the Pakistani media, both government, the state media and private media, can carry forward this changed perception. We need to definitely evolve our programming. And again, I think I have a lot of hope from the students of media, that they're going to definitely have a different approach towards things. When we talk about the young people, I must again say the Generation Z, there are many things different about them. They're more empathetic towards things. And I think these days, the way global leaders communicate, if you look at Trump, in 1 week he has said he's going to end a civilization. He said many times that he's going to send this country back to stone ages. And now he says he's going to bomb them and end that country and their culture and their existence. And you know, these are the kind of statements that we never thought can come up from those kind of high-profile offices. So how we can translate the effect of those statements to people? I think controlling the anxiety among people also is a job for the media. I think we need to work towards that. So that definitely means completely changing our approach towards how we used to present our news to the people in the past. And also, obviously, there is another very big challenge for the media, and that is that is fake news through social media. So younger journalists will have to raise the awareness about digital literacy among common people. You know, every other day there are WhatsApp messages forwarded to especially the senior citizens of Pakistan, and they definitely they believe it. It is a challenge for the world, but I think again we have a digital literacy problem more serious than other countries, so we definitely need to work on that. So the younger generation, it is era of citizen journalism also. So you just do not have to be qualified as a journalist to be a journalist. You can raise your voice, give your opinions, and digital media gives you the right. So I think we all have to, the media has to take the lead. Your mainstream TV and print media will have to take the lead to change the mindset of people and how we have to deal with the coming challenges of the world, which unfortunately seems very, I must say, very dangerous at this point. So yes, the whole transition, keeping the civilized problems that we were discussing in the past, I mean, हमें ये भी नहीं करना कि उसके ऊपर बिल्कुल ही एक तरह से पर्दा पड़ जाए कि climate still is the biggest challenge, you know. Now there's going to be food insecurity problems because of the fertilizer shortage and whatnot. So yes, Pakistani people now deserve a bigger picture, while how all of this can affect them directly, as well as we have to simplify whatever is happening in the world for them. And I have a lot of hope from the younger journalists who are associated with the digital media. Thank you.
So every early morning, you will have few negative posts about Pakistan, making fun of your strategic efforts, making memes of your strategic efforts, and redeeming Pakistan. You know, this is an attack and a kind of a strategy being adopted by the enemies of Pakistan. Primarily, they want to erode your faith in the state, and you are the biggest target. The youth is the target. Every citizen is target, but primarily the youth is target. So they lose hope in the state that this state can't deliver. No, it is not like that. You have seen what the state's capabilities and capacities are, and they are delivering. So have faith. And secondly, all of you can play a role in narrative building. Pakistan narrative is based on the truth, and this is the center of gravity of any narrative, if I'm not wrong. So first time in our lives, at least, we are observing that Pakistan's story is being told to the entire world by Pakistan for the first time. People are listening to you. वो कान जो आपको सुनना नहीं चाहते थे, वो आंखें जो आपको देखना नहीं चाहती थी, वो आपको सुन रही हैं, आपको देख रही हैं. This is the time, और ये opportunity, it may be for a very small period of time. Maybe we will try our best to keep it forever, but if it is for a smaller period of time, make yourself counted for, okay? So you have to be very careful.
Pakistani state also needs to change its approach towards how they look at the media. ये जो restrictions होती हैं हमारी, एक इतनी बड़ी diplomatic event हो रहा है, पाकिस्तान discussion में है, but the local media, when they are told that do not discuss Pakistan's foreign policy. So then what do you expect? You know, people are getting all their information from social media, and your mainstream media, when it is silent, then people do not trust us. And the biggest loss for the media is always losing their credibility. So Pakistani state needs to know कि अब दुनिया के अंदर मुकम्मल शख्सी और freedom of speech की जो है वो दुनिया बन चुकी है. So there is no way you can conceal the information by stopping some media channels. So yes, I think there is a lot of responsibility on the Pakistani state and their approach.
I think it's a very valid point, and there is no doubt that freedom of speech is very important. But with freedom of speech, you need to understand the responsibilities also. So if those responsibilities are known to you, so everyone has a freedom of speech, and then you enjoy the freedom of speech. I'm sure that this will make Pakistan more brighter, more brilliant. So we need to learn to become a responsible citizen also. That is also very important. And of course, Pakistan's this policy is evolving slowly and gradually. We are more open. A lot of discussions are taking place. And hopefully, with this pride coming into us, we'll be more responsible and will be much better Pakistanis to deliver. Thank you very much, Komal.
One thing there, guys. Just remember one thing which is relevant to every single person, every single segment. Nothing is important above the national interest. Nothing comes above the national interest. And this is a policy you've seen across GCC. We never talk to the other countries. That's how they control the media. It's debatable, let's do that. But that positive marketing has helped that country, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, become where they are now. They're limelight in the world. Why does everybody keep talking about Dubai? Because you only hear good things about Dubai. You only see good things about Dubai. So the minute we only see good things about Pakistan, right now, if I talk to anyone in the world, the first thing, security. I mean, security really that bad. We have foreigners walking with us, living with us, coexisting with us. We have all religions. This is another point, medical tourism. We have over 400 temples. We have over 1,000 churches. We have 150 gurdwaras. Have we ever debated about arguing with our brothers and sisters from the other religion? Have we ever said you're a minority? I've never seen that debate in Pakistan. I've never seen Muslims having fights with the Christian community or Christians attacking Muslims. This happens all over the world, but we're not promoting that. It's one of our strengths.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.